Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Sundering Tarot. We'll be using the Magical Dogs Tarot for today's daily tarot reading. This is for the 25th of June, 2023. So let's see what is going on with everyone. Alright, my lovelies, let me adjust my lighting real quick. I have so many cards on the table, it's not even funny. I'm not even sure you can see the fourth row down at the bottom. I have 3 extra cards that probably aren't even in frame. They've got a lot to say today. And one of the first things I noticed as I was getting your cards out for today was all the synchronicities. So, feel free to ignore this babble if you don't pay attention to angel numbers or synchronicities, but you have 9 major arcanas on the table, 1 ace, and you have 4 angel numbers, 4 synchronicities with numbers. You have 777, you have 9999, so 4 nines, 333, and 888. So be aware of those. They might come up for you during today. So please be aware of those and what they mean to you, because they might be clues on what you need to do, what you need to focus on. I mean, 7 in numerology is the mind and creativity. That's usually prevalent, but 777 is usually a luck number for a lot of people. 9, spirituality and completion, trying to get over things. 333 is usually the mind, body, spirit connection for a lot of people. So there's probably an emphasis on one or the other. I assume it's the mind, just based on what I'm seeing on the table. And then 888 is, of course, power, strength. And we literally have the strength card right here on the table. So let me go ahead and name these off for you. So bear with me. We have the 6 of Pentacles, the Moon card, the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the 3 of Cups in the reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. We have the 9 of Wands in the reverse. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. We have the World in the reverse. 7 of Wands in the reverse. The King of Wands. The Knight of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, the Star, the Strength card, the Knight of Wands in the reverse, the 2 of Cups, the King of Cups in the reverse, the Page of Cups in the reverse, Temperance, the Chariot, the Hermit, the King of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, the Ace of Swords in the reverse, the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, the 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, and then the cards you cannot see because they're out of frame is the Knight of Cups, the 2 of Wands, and we end on the Justice card. Okay. So let's get into this because there's quite a bit here, and it's kind of a little bit of a warning for everybody. So we're feeding our information or our focus into either misinformation. We've got rose-colored glasses on. We've got a false narrative going. We have fears that maybe we're feeding into. But for right now, we're feeding our energy into something that is not helping us, which is this Moon card right here. Which is the most important card on the table as far as I am concerned today. So somehow we're feeding our energy into the wrong location. Fears, illusions, distractions, like I said, false narratives, however that shows up for you. And it's not helping your situation. It's not going to add a lot of value or help you progress in any way in your daily life. So it's something that's not going to support you whatsoever. whether that, like I said, is a false narrative or is just something there to distract you, including your own imagination. If you've got your head so far in the clouds and you're too busy daydreaming and you're distracting yourself and you're just going from one fantasy to the next, and you're in this cycle and circle of basically distracting your own mind, it's not actively being productive in a way that is going to assist you in any way. Instead, you've literally trapped your own mind and it's stuck on a cycle of doing something over here when it should be doing something over there. And it's keeping you occupied enough that you're not actually physically doing something. It's taking part of your power away, basically. Things are not being completed. And in fact, you may end up lowering your guard in some aspect without even realizing it. So you need to learn to take charge and pay attention to where you are focusing your thoughts and directing your energy. Because if it's not going to help you create, if it's not going to help you build, if it's not going to work with you, with what you're attempting to do, then it's a distraction. And you have to address that energy, you have to heal it, and be more prudent. You literally utilize your power and have a little bit more confidence of going, okay, that daydreaming's fun, but it's a distraction. And right now, I can't think about that show that I watched last night that was so good. I don't have time to think about that. I'm at work. I need to focus. I need to get this done and that done and this over here. And here is my workload, and I've got a stack, this big, this high that I have to get through, and I've only got 2 hours to do it. I need to focus. Come on, let's narrow this down. And that might be the energy that you're stuck in for the day. It can be very deceiving. You might have to reprioritize, refocus, and yes, unfortunately, identify distractions, things that are going to take your focus away from things that you really ought to be doing, things that need your attention more, or things that really deserve your energy more. And it all boils down to this Two of Cups right here. Choice. It is a choice. What are you feeding? Are we going to continue to feed things that really serve no purpose? You just go round and around, you get stuck. Or are we going to actually pay attention to those and face them and go, hey, that doesn't work, and to actually rebalance those with this Temperance card, to make the necessary changes to move forward and see it for as it is. Now that means that yes, you may slow down for a minute to catch yourself, to realize, oh, I'm procrastinating, I'm lollygagging, I'm distracted in the worst way that I don't need to be. So you might have to, yes, reprioritize, identify, and try to redirect yourself. And that takes a minute to get yourself faced in the right direction. And even then, you might be a little cautious in how you try to move forward after that point, because you're going to be looking, okay, which direction do I really need to be headed in? Where do my energies and effort really need to go? Where do my priorities really need to go in a practical approach? So you might have that moment where you kind of have to shut down for a sec and reboot yourself to go, okay, nope, can't go over there. That can't go over there either, but here's everything I need to do over here. What comes first? What do I need to do before you identify how to do it? You might have to prioritize. And it's good if you discover which path you need to take, and that includes where you realize your focus is way, way out of whack, where you're getting distracted, where you're not being honest about what's taking your attention away from the things that you really need to be working on, things that aren't going to actually add value. Because once you identify that and start heading in the right direction, you start working on what you need to. You start getting, you know, the positive feedback. You start getting better output. So if you've been procrastinating, distracting yourself, so you're procrastinating and not wanting to get on the ball with things, yeah, it may take you a minute, especially for those of you that have, say, ADHD or may be on the autistic range. It may take you a little bit longer just to refocus. They're very much highlighting your focus. Where's your energy going? Where's your focus going? What are you distracted from? What are you prioritizing? Because if you prioritize the things that add value and give your energy back, things that you can actually build upon, you will make headway. But as it says with the Two of Cups, the same with the Two of Wands here, it's a choice. It is a choice where you put your energy, and it's very much cause and effect. If you want to see a better outcome, you got to leave the procrastination and distractions behind. You also got to stop feeding fear if that is what you are dealing with. Just because fear comes up and whatnot, that doesn't mean you have to lean into it. In fact, you know, fear may be a sign that, hey, you're going in the wrong direction, or it could be just a barrier of something else and you need to power through it. But for me today, this is largely coming up for the masses as daydreaming and distractions of all sorts, procrastination. So focus. Where's your focus? Do you have focus? Are you able to retain your focus? And now that I said that, please allow me to give you today's astrology, because it kind of feeds into that. The moon enters Libra. Peace and harmony can be important to you. You can avoid chaotic, dramatic people. You can be diplomatic and compromising, but here is the hitch. Mercury in Gemini squares Neptune in Pisces. Difficult to focus as imagination takes over. Our moon card, our most important card on the table. And it doesn't want you to let up. It wants to keep you trapped. Eight of Swords. Try to give your mind a break and get some mental rest. In other words, break free. Make sure you focus and put your energy into the correct things. It's literally what we have on the table. Don't get stuck daydreaming, procrastinating, and get stuck in a loop to where you achieve nothing. That serves no good. And believe it or not, all our cards today add up to 202, which reduces ultimately to 4, which is our foundation and security. We all have a comfort zone, and yes, we like to stay in our comfort zone, but it's where we need our feet under us that is most important. And if we're distracted to the point where we cannot function or operate or do what we need to logistically to get done in a day, just on regular day-to-day life, like taking a shower, brushing our teeth, getting to work, taking care of, you know, the regular day-to-day physical things in our life, then that is what we need to address. All right, my lovelies, I know that was probably a lot. I apologize for my rambling, but there it is. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for today. Hopefully some of this resonated for you. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye.